But influencing means it's a big platform, and there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of very innovative things. And a lot of those innovative things touch base with the grid. And a lot of those things could also be referred to as the Internet of Things. And so one of the platforms that has been very successful in helping programmers build the tools and technology that can allow our grid to modernize is Salesforce. And we've been very pleased with Charlie's continuing support and contributions on Salesforce toward the orange button. So Charlie, if you would touch base, if you would, on Salesforce and your big picture.
Yeah, so thanks so much, Dixon, and thanks again for herding the cats to get us all together. And I'm really hoping, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the World Economic Forum will pick up on this great message, because data standardization is huge, and it's going to bring the world together. It's going to bring people together. It's going to allow us to exchange data like we've never done before. And we like to think that my company, Salesforce, is part of that platform for change. And I just want to shout out to everybody, all my fellow panelists here who have contributed so greatly to this idea and this concept. And you're probably wondering why Salesforce, the audience is wondering why Salesforce and how Salesforce plays into all this. We don't do the first mile, which isn't, we don't build solar panels, but we connect to them. And we take the data. We have something called Sustainability Cloud, for example. So we can standardize on the data using XBRL format. And you're going to hear a little bit later from Jan about how the standards are evolving and changing, and how Jan's making a positive effect in that area. But when you can bring the data into a common platform and exchange the data that way, it's very useful, all the way from the edge into the cloud. And once you've done that, then things can benefit positively and changes can be made in great ways. So I'll leave you with one more idea and concept. If there are any existing Salesforce customers out there that want to experiment with this data standard, give me a call, email me. And even if you're not a Salesforce customer, that's fine too. And we could put the full power of Salesforce behind this and get you up and running, because we're looking for first adopters, early adopters. So thanks very much, Dixon, for giving me this opportunity to talk.
This over to you. One of the platforms that some of the greatest innovations are being developed right now is on the Salesforce platform. And as the Internet of Things impacts the energy field, tell us some of the interesting projects you've seen, if I may, that you've seen people in the energy or just in the efficiency, or how we're responding to COVID-19.
Yeah, sure. So thanks for calling on me for that. And I want to add to what John just said about the importance of validating data as it comes in, since I'm interrupting. The ability to identify those errors and then trigger workflows are also key. Like if you could, when you import something into a platform, and if you could trigger activities and workflows that, or maybe even using AI to say, hey, this field doesn't look quite right, and send a notification to someone sitting on top of orange button, that's very powerful as well. But back to IoT, I've got everything. I don't know if you can see my video, but this is my latest favorite customer is LifeSignal. I mean, this is a connected patch. You wear this. This is a COVID-19 remote patient care monitoring capability, and believe it or not, this is just like a solar panel, right? A solar controller. We can push the data into Salesforce, take action if my ECG looks bad, or my heart rate looks bad, or my SpO2 level, my oxygen level dropped. I might be getting COVID. So call the doctor, trigger workflows. So I have a lot. COVID-19 is really accelerating IoT, and it's actually benefiting solar and wind and everything else, because now we have more IoT use cases. And I'm sure all of the other companies that have platforms are seeing the same thing, where everybody's doubling down now on connectivity into the cloud to trigger anomaly detection. And how do you do, like when you push solar and wind information into a cloud, you can build something like a sustainability cloud. So you can see how much money you're saving, right? You can get the candy at the end of the tunnel, right? You can prove to your boss the business value of actually doing Orange Button because you can show in a dashboard, look how much money we're saving, right? Or look how much money we're generating from all these capabilities. So hopefully that answered your question. Sorry, I probably went too long.